Currently fourth in Cup points with 2 races left before the chase. Jimmie, thanks for joining us, and let's start with Bristol this past Saturday night. Bit of a tough goal for the 48. Can you tell us what happened?
Yeah, that was a rough night for us. Unfortunately, we qualified bad. I had great qualifying practice, but things just didn't work out qualifying for me. And tried to work my way up through the field and just kind of ran out of room with the 09 there at the start-finish line. Coming off the turn 4 and destroyed the race car and took us out. It's too bad because we had a really fast car. And, just the woes of Bristol continue for me. Hopefully I can get this corrected one of these years.
Jimmie, you will clinch your spot in the chase with a 40th place or better finish in California. So we will say your spot is wrapped up. What questions are you hoping to answer in the next 2 weeks?
Not really any answers. We've been testing. We've been working hard on our cars. We feel we've got great tracks coming up. There's no question that the 99 and the 18 have been setting the pace right now, but I really still feel like we're going to be a threat in this championship and a contender. We're on the great tracks, and like I said, we're still working really hard to close the gap and try to get a cushion on these guys. And I think we're going to be a serious threat for this thing.
Jimmie, I'm sure you've seen the altercation between the 18 and the 99 and the warm-down lap from Bristol. If you were in charge of NASCAR, would there be any disciplinary action from you to those guys for what happened?
Well, I think they have to stay and follow with what's gone on in the past with post-race altercations that take place. I think that the move Carl made, I wouldn't have been happy if I was Kyle, but you kind of look back on it, I'm sure even Kyle looks back on it, and says, it's pretty clean bump and run. So I thought that was just good, hard racing, and in Bristol, you go to expect those things, so I don't think Kyle was surprised. But after the race, running into one another when the tracks under yellow conditions, NASCAR has never, ever looked at that and has wanted to have to take place on their tracks. So I would expect some type of penalties to come along or some type of repercussions for those guys.
All right, now it's up to California, a race you won just last year. It is a long, long race, as you know. A lot changes during the race. What's the biggest challenge for you this upcoming Sunday?
Truthfully, inside the car, one of the biggest challenges we have is going from the afternoon start time into the evening. The back straightaway has a really bad glare on it that we'll be dealing with for 30, 40 minutes before the sun sets. But outside of that, as you point out, the track's going to change a lot from day to night, and just have to stay on top of things. We had a great race there in the spring, and I feel like we're smarter and stronger, and hopefully we get there racing to the win.
The confidence difference last week at Bristol, a place you've never won, going to California, a place you feel so good at. How does that just change everything is from race to race?
Yeah, it does affect it. I mean, mentally, when you go to a track that you haven't had success at, it wears on you. California Speedway's been a great track for me. So I'm definitely going with lofty expectations, and it kind of rolls into the chase with the races we have in the chase. I've won on the majority of those tracks, not all of them. I guess Homestead we haven't, but the rest of them I've won at, and feel really, really good about what we have in store.
And finally, Jimmie, you come to us from San Diego today. Why don't you tell us what you're doing out there?
Yeah, it's been a special day for us. This week we have the Jimmie Johnson Foundation Golf Tournament. Tonight is a dinner. Tomorrow is the golf tournament, actually on Wednesday. And today we've been out at the Habitat for Humanity build that the Jimmie Johnson Foundation is sponsoring. We have one of the 4 homes up. We're out pounding some nails, getting this wall up for the second home, and actually passed the keys off to the family that's going to occupy the first home. So it's been a really, really fun day. Busy week for me on the West Coast, and we're ready to go race on Sunday.
All right, Jimmie, thanks so much, and best of luck in California.
You got it. Thank you.